Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got an awesome video for you guys today. This is some interesting information I think all of you should know for the upcoming bull run here and crypto in the future in general. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. All right, today we're going to be diving into some things and show you how mass adoption is coming into crypto, especially gaming and entertainment segment of crypto, and why gaming and entertainment in crypto is absolutely about to explode. So let's jump into it here. All right, so Sony to launch crypto exchange in Japan via acquired local platform. Sony did purchase a crypto exchange in Japan. It's a smaller exchange, but let's think about this. Why does Sony want to buy a crypto exchange? Let's think about that for a minute. Why would an entertainment company want to buy a crypto exchange? They're not any kind of financial corporation. They've never, they don't have like, they don't sell stocks. They don't sell anything else crypto related. So why would Sony want to buy a crypto exchange? Let's dig into this a little bit deeper here. So basically, Sony Corporation is gearing up to launch its cryptocurrency exchange. The company intends to make it possible by restarting another crypto trading platform that it acquired in August of 2023. Amber Japan, the parent company of the Japanese crypto exchange, Whalefin, acquired by Sony last year, has changed its names to S.Blocks. The technology giant is preparing to kickstart its digital asset trading services soon. So why would a technology giant want to have digital asset trading? Well, we're going to dig into that here in the video. Sony's wholly owned subsidiary Quetta Web acquired S.Blocks last year. Before then, digital asset trading entity was the crypto exchange Decurrent. It was renamed Amber Japan after Japanese subsidiary Singapore's Amber Group acquired it in 2022. Hence, Sony is the second buyer of the firm since its inception. And they haven't disclosed everything with this yet, but going forward, as a member of the Sony Group, we will work to create new added value in cryptocurrency trading services by collaborating with the group's diverse businesses. Thank you for using Whalefin, S.Blocks said. So, the Sony's full foray into crypto. Restarting of S.Blocks' crypto trading services marks Sony's full foray into the crypto space. The multinational giant had previously taken baby steps into the cryptosphere through acquisitions and investments. We'll get into those. However, the latest development is a major one, and it is. Crypto Potato reported last year that Sony's wholly owned subsidiary, Sony Network Communications, made a $3.5 million investment in Singapore Web3 tech giant Startail Labs during a seed round that no other investors had entailed the private placement of new shares. So we'll get into this here. Why would Sony want to do this? Well, I have an idea of why Sony would want to do this. So a while ago, Sony signs a patent for super fungible tokens to gear up for gaming. And I know there was a lot of flack over Sony, PlayStation, and that talking about doing NFT trading. The typical Web2 gamers hate NFTs, blah, 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 blah. What they don't understand is all these assets that they own in their game, they don't own. Sony owns them. Well, Sony's applied for a patent for super fungible tokens, so let's dig into that a little bit deeper here. The creator of PlayStation has unveiled a patent application introducing the concept of super fungible tokens for gaming. These play-to-earn tokens, stored on a distributed ledger, are poised to enable players to own unique in-game assets and transfer them between each other. In traditional gaming, players often invest in in-game items but cannot recoup their expenses when they lose interest in the game. However, with blockchain gaming, this dynamic changes. Sony's patent suggests a potential entry into this space as it outlines a process for creating super fungible tokens. A stored gaming asset metadata on a distributed ledger associated within the gaming application. While the patent does not specify whether Sony's blockchain would be public or private, it signals the company's interest in exploring NFTs within its games. Regardless of the blockchain chosen, Sony's potential adoption of NFTs could significantly advance blockchain technology within the gaming realm. So they talk about in here about expanding into the digital realm. Sony entered the metaverse in May of 2022 with film, music, enhanced coverage with films and music, NFT trading, and so on here. So why would Sony want to do this? Well, Sony's realized that NFTs are here to stay and Web3 is the future of gaming. And Sony's like, well, we have to become a part of this, because if we don't, we're not going to have anything to do with gaming, because Web3 gaming will take over. And when Web3 gaming takes over, these giants want to be in on the space. So in order to do that, Sony's going to have to be involved in the allowing of trading of these digital assets on their platform. Well, now they're licensed to trade tokens. They're licensed to trade non-fungible tokens. And what comes along with being owning an exchange? Well, they can get transaction fees, of course. So they can now make a profit by allowing trading of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and digital gaming assets. So they can actually still make profit by allowing trading on their games for these NFTs and these in-game digital assets. So Sony can own this exchange. They'll be licensed to, at least in Japan, I don't know about anywhere else yet, but they will be licensed, at least in Japan, to trade NFTs and trade digital assets with that license. So I'm assuming that more, and we'll get into this a little bit further, but the whole game plan behind this is they'll likely be able to, with this license and this platform, allow digital asset trading within their games, between the games on their network, and actually be licensed for it, because they are going to need a license for that. They're going to have registration and license within these different countries to allow them to have digital asset trading within their games. So this is my outlook on this is the first step of them to do that. And now that Sony's doing this, you can bet you Microsoft and any of the other gaming platforms are going to follow suit as well. So let's dig into this a little bit more. Sony introduces cross-system NFT trading for PlayStation users. Exactly. Sony PlayStation NFT is explained. The PlayStation NFT patent summary states that current systems do not allow owners to use NFTs across multiple games and platforms. This is owing to technological limitations. The new framework proposed by Sony aims to provide a seamless method for trading digital assets between game platforms. Patent filing also mentions the support for selling NFTs to other players. This support comes through a digital ledger powered marketplace that lists public prices publicly. However, this is a concept is not Sony's boldest blockchain monetization blueprint. The company has an alternative patent stating Sony's plans to rent NFTs to player and stream viewers. So, they're talking about having a digital ledger powered marketplace that lists prices publicly. I wonder what they could use for that. Maybe a crypto exchange, or at least a license from that crypto exchange. In some applications, an NFT might represent artwork or an asset in the game, such as a character, weapon, or other game asset. However, in the current limitations of existing systems, users are not able to use those assets across different games and platforms. So that's where the super fungible tokens will come in, because you'll be able to trade those between different games, not just within that game. So we'll jump into this article here by CoinDesk. Sony Network Communications invests $3.5 million in a Singapore Web3 company, Startail Labs. Singapore Startail Labs has received $3.5 million investment from Sony Network Communications, the Japanese giant's internet services company. I'm excited to strengthen our further collaboration with Startail Labs, a company with advanced Web3 technologies and expertise. We have already been cooperating with Startail Labs by jointly hosting incubation programs aiming to promote the development of Web3. The goal of the program for Sony Network Communications is to explore how blockchain technology can solve various problems in their industry. With this capital partnership, we are merging Startail Labs' knowledge and technical capabilities in Web3 with experience in business fields cultivated by Sony Network Communications to create the infrastructure necessary to facilitate global Web3 adoption. And then basically, so what they're saying here is they have problems in their industry, and they know what the problem is. The problem is Web3 is going to take it over, and they don't have a solution to solve that. So they're trying to solve that problem. So they've invested in this Startail Labs. because they have a blockchain technology that Sony needs in order to have these super fungible tokens tradable within the games on their platform. This article here, this is by StarTale. Sony Network Communications and StarTale Labs form joint venture to build a blockchain. So they're thrilled to announce that they have entered a joint venture agreement dedicated to developing a blockchain that can become a backbone of global Web3 infrastructure by combining their expertise, skill set, and network of partners. Blockchain technology continues advancing. The teams will harness its fullest potential and focus on creating killer Web3 use cases to drive adoption of Web3. The joint venture company will be established in September as Sony Communication Labs. So nobody's been really talking about this at all, and basically or very little about it. And I told you guys about this last year, early in 2023, that the big dogs of gaming were going to be getting involved in crypto in 2023 and 2024, and that they were going to be stepping in a big way and making crypto gaming absolutely massive for huge adoption in this bull run. And you're starting to see that here now. So they talk about A-Star Labs is one of the coins that's actually partnered with Sony and StarTale Labs. So this is one coin that you may want to look at, possibly adding to your portfolio. The market cap on it is kind of high. Some of you already know about this project and that they are partnered with Sony. But I'll read a little bit about this in case you guys are interested in this one. Connecting you to Web3, creating opportunities for individuals to use Web3 technologies. We connect people to Web3 through entertainment, blockchain development, business development, and community events. And then they have the dApp staking and bridge and ecosystem here. But their solutions. So StarTale Labs, that's a company I just talked about that is creating a blockchain with Sony. And Sony Network Communications and StarTale Labs are thrilled to announce that they have entered a joint venture agreement dedicated to developing a blockchain that can become the backbone of global Web3 infrastructure. So when giants like Sony step in, this isn't any small deal anymore. They are going to make sure that this absolutely succeeds. So I can tell you that right now. They're also partnered with BOBG. I'm not familiar with them. It's a company that provides comprehensive services to Japanese blockchain businesses ranging from token issuance, operation, and management to cryptocurrency listing. And then they have Samsung Next on here with UOB Ventures. StarTale Labs also secured a total of $3.1 million from UOB Venture Management, a wholly owned subsidiary of one of Singapore's top 3 banks, United Overseas Banks, and Samsung Next. So they are the CVC arm of Samsung. So some big dogs stepping in the space here with crypto, Web3, and gaming and entertainment. So you're about to see the mass adoption of crypto happen before your eyes this bull run. So if you take a look at A-Star here, or A-Star, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, the market cap is almost $500 million market cap, so keep that in mind. And the fully diluted is just over that, 623 million. So if you look at the max, it did launch like right at the end of the last bull run here in January of 2022, right after the peak of the last bull run. It had a big correction down to this like 3-cent range, is kind of where it bottomed out, like a little over 3.5 cents. So it's up about 2x from there, but it did get up to, you know, like 20 cents recently already. Peaked right around 20 cents, and then it's come back down to 7 cents. So it's pretty much in a good buying zone right now. If this is one you want to add to your portfolio with these partnerships, it may be an absolutely fantastic one to pick up. But they're on several exchanges here, including Binance, so keep that in mind. This one will likely pump pretty hard, especially if there's any big announcements with Sony and StarTale Labs or any of those. If we get any kind of crypto games launching on PlayStation and their success, you're probably going to see projects like this absolutely explode. So keep that in mind, along with all of Web3 gaming. So all of Web3 gaming right now is dirt cheap. And this is not financial advice, guys, but I've been stacking crypto gaming projects in my portfolio extremely heavy. Same with artificial intelligence projects. We now have presidential candidates talking about artificial intelligence, how they need to integrate AI for government spending and blockchain technology to have government spending on a public ledger for crypto, and have artificial intelligence lead that and control the spending and monitor it. So you're about to see artificial intelligence and gaming, and they're kind of one and the same, where A lot of these games are going to start using artificial intelligence. So these projects are going to absolutely make crypto gaming explode. We're still extremely early, and these prices on these games are super cheap. I don't know how long people want to keep waiting and doubting that crypto gaming is going to explode at some point in time. But in my opinion, it's going to be one of the hottest narratives coming up here, along with artificial intelligence. Yes, deep in real world assets, stuff like that are going to do very well also. Not arguing that at all. But I think crypto gaming is going to absolutely shock people when it actually goes like parabolic because of some AAA game that absolutely goes nuts and becomes one of the top or the top game in the world, because it's just a matter of time before something like that happens. And when it happens, crypto gaming is going to absolutely explode. That's just my personal opinion, guys. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Sony is a big player. They own PlayStation, and you're going to start seeing Web3 games launching on PlayStation, which also means that they're going to launch on Xbox 360 and a lot of the other gaming platforms out there. At some point, Nintendo's going to have to, basically adopt this technology as well and integrate it into their gaming systems, because they're not going to want to fall behind. And crypto gaming is going to be a thing of everyday gaming, and it's not going to be questioned anymore about, is this, some stupid thing. People are going to realize the benefits of it once they're actually using the technology, and the fact that they can actually buy and sell their characters and their in-game weapons and artifacts and stuff like that. So art, everything in there. So just keep that in mind when artists will be able to actually sell their music through an NFT directly to consumers without having to go through a store. You just be able to pretty much buy an NFT and own that, show that you actually own the music. So it's going to make, a lot of these things simplified once we get more adoption into this space. But that's pretty much what I want to cover for this video, guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me.